What's up, fellow collectors? Welcome back to the MIB Master Toy Museum. I'll be your curator today. Guys, the MEGO Monster Power Rankings list is starting to heat up. We've gotten a talk started about our number one Power Rankings list with the Egyptian mummy taking the top spot and the Wave 1 Bela Lugosi Dracula figure taking the number 2 overall spot. Number 3, however, was a little bit more difficult. It wasn't as cut and dry as I know some people are going to look at this. Some subscribers and viewership are going to look at this and say it should have been cut and dry, MIB. This creature should have been higher on the power rankings list, without question. But we have some explanations for that, or our explanations, I should say, to kind of explain why Nosferatu comes in at number 3 overall, all time, on the MEGO Monsters Power Rankings list. Challenging the Bela Lugosi Wave 1 Dracula figure was going to be a difficult challenge with any monster. I mean, because a lot of people can debate that the Bela Lugosi Wave 1 figure, Dracula figure, should have been number 1 overall. So Nosferatu had his hands literally filled with trying to stave off the other monsters rather than do battle with Bela Lugosi at the number 2 overall power ranking spot. The Egyptian mummy, because of its innovation and just the highly detailed work of John Farley, was going to make it practically impossible to take down the Egyptian mummy for the number 1 overall power ranking spot. Now you have, like I said, I've been getting comments and I've been getting calls from fellow collectors about our power rankings list. They feel that Nosferatu should have taken over the number 1 spot. He should have been number 1 overall from his absolutely fantastic and horrifying head sculpt and the beautiful clothing that was designed and created by the legendary Rachel Baker, making an almost impossible combination to beat in this Nosferatu figure. MEGO has some of the most talented people on their staff. Let's bring this one in a little bit. Guys, if you're just joining us here on a Saturday at the MIB Master Toy Museum, we are picking right back up where we left off at. The number 3 overall spot for the MEGO Monster Power Rankings list is Nosferatu. Now his brother, he has a brother that's glow in the dark. He didn't get much consideration, once again, because we're still talking about the same sculpt. The fact that he has the glow in the dark capabilities and technology built into him, we didn't really even consider that, for the simple fact that I think that the glow in the dark capabilities are fantastic, but they do take away from the highly detailed head sculpt and paint job that was done on this original Nosferatu head sculpt. I think you'll find that by looking at your glow-in-the-dark Nosferatu and your original Nosferatu, you'll see what I'm talking about. I think just the beauty of the detail in this head sculpt really brings to life this creature that appeared in the motion picture. A fantastic likeness. Like I said, once again, everything from the outfit to the hands. This jacket is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. To the eyes that seem like they are just piercing right through you. Extremely scary. What a fantastic head sculpt. But Nosferatu did run up against some competition for the third spot. It wasn't as cut and dry, like I said, as it has been with the first two. Nosferatu's card art wasn't as quite as detailed as we would have liked to seen. We've heard, the question, how come we didn't see the actual footage from the movie used on the card art, used as the card art, as we should say. So that was one of the knocks on this figure, if the only knock on this figure. I didn't hear much complaining about this figure. This figure has always garnered tons and tons of positive feedback and attention when talked about in the MEGO community. It was MEGO stepping outside of their box, their comfort zone of just making quirky, very charming type monsters because of the license that they didn't have. But to be able to get the Nosferatu figure and to get him in such a way, design him in such a way that it was practically movie accurate, this was by far a home run by anyone's estimation. This has been one of the biggest selling figures for MEGO. As you can see, we have 3. We had 4, but we gave one away to our good friend RV because he's such a cool collector, and we love the work that he's doing at his channel. Check out RV's channel. It's RV Collectibles. Guys, did we get the number 3 power ranking, MEGO monster power ranking right? Is Nosferatu ranked too low? Is he ranked too high? Or are you somewhere on the fence? And I think here's a good question. Could Nosferatu have overtaken the Egyptian mummy? Your thoughts on that? Leave your comments right underneath this video. We'd love to hear it. Could Nosferatu have overtaken the Egyptian mummy for the number 1 top spot on a power rankings list? We want to hear your feedback on that. Some people will say, well, Nosferatu is just as innovative in design as the Egyptian mummy. Explain that to us then. We want to hear that. We want to hear you make a case that would have moved Nosferatu from the 3rd spot to the overall top spot in our power rankings list. Like I said, this figure is absolutely gorgeous, beautifully done, detailed, extremely detailed, without question. This is one of MEGO's best monsters, and that's why he's so high on our power rankings list. Guys, we're not just throwing darts at a dartboard to figure this out. We're really putting in the research. We're really putting in the work to make these decisions. There's so many MEGO monsters out there that we have to consider. And we do consider all of these guys. But we felt that Nosferatu was really the best for the third spot on our power rankings list. He truly deserves this number 3 ranking. Now, if you feel as though he deserves higher, let us know. This is the fun part that we talked about, guys, here at the museum. It's going to be tough, but it's fun trying to place these monsters in their perfect spot on the power rankings list. Your thoughts, your opinions. Did we get it right? Like I said, is he too low on the list? Is he too high on the list? Could he have overtaken the Egyptian mummy? Doing battle with, I think, like I said before, doing battle with Nosferatu and the Bela Lugosi Wave 1 Dracula figure was going to be very difficult. Dracula is a tough out for any MEGO monster, past, present, or future. He's just a beautiful figure. We had a subscriber that's kind of stated something like that. That it's just when MEGO created the Bela Lugosi figure, they truly outdid themselves, making it extremely difficult for a lot of collectors that are not just in love with Bela Lugosi himself, but with the fact that they created this beautiful, beautiful figure and likeness in a MEGO 8-inch action figure form. So he's gonna be tough to beat. And that's why he's number 2 overall on our power rankings list. I really love this figure. I love this figure when it was announced. I love this figure when I saw the pre-production photos of this monster, and to actually have this beautiful figure in our museum, we are very grateful and blessed and extremely happy. And I just personally, I think that this is number 3 on the power rankings list of all time. I think this is definitely a fair, legitimate spot for Nosferatu, without question. But once again, this is why we do the videos. We want the feedback. We want to see exactly how you feel about it and your take on it. Nosferatu had to beat out a lot of monsters to get this third spot. But if you feel that there's any monsters that should have overtaken Nosferatu in this spot, for you other monster MEGO fans that have not seen your favorite monster listed on the power rankings list, we want that feedback as well. Should your monster, your favorite monster, be in the third spot or the second spot or the first spot for that fact? Let us know, guys. You know the routine. More power rankings listings coming your way. God bless. And keep collecting.